3 Tips to Quit Smoking, True Story. I am John. As the world celebrates World Tobacco Day to rid the world of drug addiction, I will like to share my own story about how I quit smoking. I have been a smoker for the past 5 years. I smoked a packet and a half days without any meaningful break. I was a true smoker. I picked up the habit when taking smoke breaks between my studies. I was an overachiever in college and ended up being successful in my career. I used to see smoking as my reward for putting up with so much stress. Yet I have been smoke-free for about a year and 2 months exactly today. How did I do? One day, just one day. I remember it was a cold January and I wanted to leave my desk and go out in Chicago's cold weather and take my break. It is quite unusual for a financier to do that, and I was the only lone smoker. When going down to the elevator, I said to myself, okay, no more, quit today. Bear with me, I know it sounds crazy and pretentious. The way I achieved this was with 3 mental methods. First, in my opinion, this was my most successful strategy. I told to myself whenever I had a crazy craving to wait 5 more minutes. After that, if I still had a craving, I continued to tell myself another 5 more minutes. I don't really know what is the psychological rationale behind this successful mental framework, but it worked for me. And it worked really well. I think this delayed plan to not smoke could have worked standalone, but I didn't stop there. My second method was to switch the habit itself. Anytime the smoking break would tick in my mind, it was usually at lunchtime, at around 2 p.m. and again at 4 and 6 p.m., I switched from lighting a cigarette to having a Snickers bar. I didn't invent this method, but I saw this successful implementation to get rid of a harmful habit from reading The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg and applying the reward to the craving of the cigarette with a chocolate bar. The book is helpful far beyond this trick, but I'll leave it with that. The third most important trick was to use my imagination. I have a vivid visual brain just like anyone, to my advantage. If I would have a cigarette on my hand, I would look at it and imagine the most disgusting smell I had ever encountered in my life and assign the smell to the cigarette. This really killed the smelling of the smoke and smoking itself, to the point I hate the smoke and am disgusted by it. Was it hard? You bet. It was probably one of the hardest couples of months I had to endure, but the rewards we reminded blowing without exaggeration. I smelled better, I could run faster and longer without coughing and feeling my lungs burn. I made my girlfriend at the time happy and impressed with my decision. I made my parents happy beyond imagination. Quit smoking, it is the best thing you can give to yourself. It's the greatest gift because it is a healthy gift, and nothing can beat health in terms of importance. Smoking is estimated to kill over 1.5 billion people this century, and I think cumulatively that is a bigger tragedy than the worst of diseases and the worst of wars combined can ever do. It is a tragedy brought upon ourselves. Dying from smoke-related complications is one of the most painful deaths. Not everyone will be so unlucky, but a good percentage will fall in this category. So quit today. I strongly believe you can do. I hope this will help a bit. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share with your loved ones.